What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dgotsauce, and I'm back with another live stream. We are on episode number 42. And like always, thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate y'all viewership. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And again, thank you guys for tuning in, man. I hope you guys are doing blessed. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Say what up in the chat if you're with me. And let me know how you guys are doing today, man. It's a beautiful day. It is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Shout outs to all my Mexicans, all my Spanish people. Shout outs to all my peoples, man. Shout outs to all my peoples, man. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, man. Shout outs to the people. But thank you guys, man. I hope y'all are doing phenomenal. I hope the volume is good. I hope everything sounds good on my end. Let me make sure. Okay, we sounding good. I love it. Let's get into the show, man. We got some topics. Today that we got to get into. And we gonna start it off. We're gonna start it off with the crime, like we like to do it, just because we like to get it out the way. But of course, there's been so much stuff happening throughout this past week that we had to bring into the people, man. In Philadelphia, there was one person shot and killed in a quadruple shooting. In Philadelphia, one teen is critically injured. Let's tune into the video, y'all. Ooh. Oh, hold on. I guess we ain't tuning in yet. All right, let's do this. Alright, there we go. Let's tune in and see what's going on out here in these streets of Philadelphia, y'all.
First tonight, breaking news from Southwest Philadelphia. Deadly quadruple shooting on the front porch of a home. 3 of the victims, just teenagers. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Jennifer Lee. Let's get right out to our Alex George with the latest details. Alex, what do we know tonight?
Jennifer, we know this shooting happened just around 6:30 this evening, but we also know that authorities are...
Let me just give a quick shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to Scrim. Shout out to Sword of the Spirit. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you.
Still looking to find a motive.
There were several people that were shot by gunfire. It's unclear who, if any, of the gunshot victims were actually individuals who were shooters themselves. That's still under investigation at this time.
On the 1000 block of South 51st Street, early this evening, gunfire sounded off through the neighborhood.
There were 4 total gunshot victims that we know of at this point, and one of them was pronounced at 6:55 at Presbyterian Hospital.
Police say 2 parties were shooting at each other from across the street, and that there were 26 shell casings found.
Based on the information that we have thus far, no one inside the home was shot. However, given the crossfire, several homes on both sides of the block were struck by gunfire, as were several parked cars.
The victims were one 16-year-old boy, one 17-year-old boy, one 18-year-old boy who passed away, and one 22-year-old. That 17-year-old is still fighting for his life.
I know y'all heard that. That's very, very unfortunate. More teen violence going on in Philadelphia. And they was wondering why I said ski masks are trash. And I was so thankful that they banned ski masks in Philadelphia. This whole generation is messed up, man. It's a messed up situation in Philadelphia and a lot of these urban places like Chicago, California, even Boston. Sometimes we got it bad, but there's something out there that these people is dealing with spiritually that they just cannot get out of, man. But let me know how you guys feel about this down in the chat below, man. This is unfortunate. Teen violence again.
17-year-old male was was shot 4 times. He was rushed to Presbyterian Hospital, where he's currently listed in critical but stable condition.
Onlookers say there might have been some kind of family gathering or celebration at the house before the shooting happened.
It does appear that there was a family gathering. To what degree that attracted what led to the shooting, it's unclear at this time. That's still under investigation. But one of the homes on the block, there were a large number of people inside the home.
Man, sort of the spirit just said, this is supposed to be the city of brotherly love. The city of brotherly love right here. It's sad, y'all. It's so sad, man. I can't believe this is really out here happening in these streets. Every single day, every other day, it's like we hear it on replay. A teen shot here, teen shot there, multiple teen shot at school. When is it going to stop, man? When are the parents going to say, you know what? We've done a bad job. We've done a bad job of raising our kids the right way. We need help. We need help. We need help. We need to put these people where they need to be. Unfortunately. And I'm not saying this is going to be happening to all these kids in Philadelphia. Obviously, not every single person is a criminal. But for those that are criminals, they need justice, man. They need to be served what they need to be served, unfortunately. And we got to clean up the streets in Philadelphia. This is unfortunate. If you guys can't walk around without a ski mask, and y'all are teenagers, young teenagers, and y'all think that is a cool environment to live in, you guys are misunderstood, unfortunately. Y'all are misunderstood. This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. What up in the chat, American working man? What up?
Philadelphia police say all of these shots were fired outside of that home from across the street, 2 parties shooting at each other. They did say that 20 casings were found on one side of the street and 5 or 6 on the other side. When we asked if that showed what party started this shootout, they said that is still under investigation. Now, Jennifer, the victims were taken to different hospitals across the city, some by private vehicle, some by ambulance. But what we do know right now is that that 17-year-old boy, as we said in the story, is still in critical condition.
Yeah, a lot of prayers going out to him tonight.
Absolutely, man. A lot of prayers going out to these people, man. A lot of prayers going out to these people. All those that lost their loved ones to this nonsense, this demon mentality, this all praise to them, man. We praying that they get justice. We praying that they get peace, and we praying that they get rid of all these violent criminals, violent people that is out there on the streets, man. This is sad, man. Let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comments below. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts, man. Shout outs to the chat in the house, man. Shout outs to the chat. Shout outs to my people, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. We out here, man. We out here. You know, we working. There's some demons running out. There's some demons running outside, you know, so we gotta come out here and show it to the people and let the people know what we gotta be aware of when we walk outside, you know. That's all we doing here, man. But shout outs to y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. We doing it, man. We doing it. We got another unfortunate video that we gotta get through, which this one is in the streets of Atlanta. Unfortunately, a father has passed due to his son shooting him. Let's tune into the video, y'all, and see what's happening out here in the streets of Atlanta.
An award-winning Atlanta music producer dies in a shooting. Police say his son was the shooter. Our Fox 5's Denise Dillon has more details on this story. And Denise, you found out more about the producer known as D-Bills.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people who knew him really well, and they say this is really a double tragedy. They lost their friend and their friend's son, who they all knew. is now in jail charged with the shooting.
He was a two-time now platinum producer. Billy has worked with a lot of Atlanta artists, Lil Baby, Wife and Lucci, a lot of people. He's made his mark in the city.
Cal Austin worked alongside D. Bills.
Am I the only one that's thinking that, y'all? Am I the only one that's thinking that? These dudes don't care about human life no more. They don't have no respect. They don't have no respect for their parents. They don't have no respect for the law. They don't have no respect for their teachers. We got some evil people out here, man. Evil people. How you pull the trigger on your own peoples? How you pull the trigger on your own peoples? On your own father, the one that raised you, the one that was there for you, that's going to be there for you always, that should be there for you always. How you going to do that? This is sad too, people. This is unfortunate. Unfortunate. So much life to live. Now he's in jail for who knows how long. Could have been a phenomenal doctor. Could have been a phenomenal athlete. Could have been a phenomenal person in this life. But he chose this route instead. Sad situation, man. Shout outs to D in the chat. Shout outs to D. Thank you for tuning in, my love. Love you guys.
Whose real name is Clinton Dorsey in the music industry. Austin says in addition to his contributions to the music scene, his friend also had a thriving dog breeding business.
Dorsey Kennels, so he bred French bulldogs, Frenchies. So that was something that was very lucrative for him. He had a big love and passion for it, just as much as the music.
Dorsey owned that business with his son, 23-year-old Ed Dorsey. Austin says the father and son had been visiting him at his apartment Thursday. Austin says he had stepped out for a moment, and that's when the Dorseys got into an argument. Brookhaven police say Ed Dorsey had a gun.
The argument turned to being physical, and the physical confrontation turned to Mr. Dorsey retrieving a firearm and shooting Clinton Dorsey.
Ed Dorsey is now in the DeKalb County Jail.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Who's raising our kids nowadays, y'all? Who's raising our kids nowadays? Come on, man. Let's do better. Let's do better. 2024, 2025, 2026. Let's do 100% better, y'all. Let's just push for that. Let's just try to make that the movement this going year. Let's try to make crime go away. Can we have one day where there's no... Can we? Can we have one day where there's no evil? Can we have one day where there's no hate? Can we have one day where there's no killings, no crime? Can we? This is sad, man. This is sad, but let's tune into let's finish off this video, man.
Charged with voluntary manslaughter. Austin says this hurts in more ways than one because he's close to both the father and the son.
It was a situation that went too far, but again, that was something that was probably deeply rooted from their relationship as father and son. Honestly, rest in peace, my good brother. I love you.
Others in the music industry.
Rest in peace to that father. Prayers to the family. It's a sad situation, man. It's a very, 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 very sad situation. I can't believe we still out here dealing with this stuff on the streets. And You know, uh, what can I say, man? What can I really say? What can I really say? I guess in the sense that it's supposed to happen because there's evil and there's good and there's bad, right? We try to tend towards more the good side of things because that's just how we was raised, but unfortunately some of us wasn't raised that way, so I guess we have a lot of situations like this. We got a lot of situations like this. American Man said that the crime is getting to our schools. Oh man, don't tell me that. Oh no, the Satanic clubs is getting into y'all schools. We gonna talk about that later on in the show. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, we're gonna talk about that later on in the show. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the chat on the screen so that people can see what y'all are saying also. I'm trying to see if I could pull it up, but if I can't, I can't. The show goes on, y'all know. I'm using a different software tonight, but I'm glad to see everybody in the chat, man. I'm glad to see y'all tuning in with me, man. We got somebody from Oklahoma. We got Massachusetts in the building. We got California in the building. Who else? Who else we got in the building, man? Who else we got in the building? Let me know where y'all are from. Let me know where y'all are from. Especially in Tulsa. Oh, man. I didn't know it was that bad, man. I didn't know it was that bad. I just found out about this this spirit that is going around. I just found out about it. Let me see if I can pull up the chat. Hold on. Okay, Arizona in the house. Shout out to Arizona. Thank you for tuning in, man. We got people from all over the place, man. I really do appreciate y'all. I really do. We reviewing some good stuff tonight, and we need the support of the people for sure to help us out because we got some stuff to address, We got some stuff to address. The devil's been working. Right? Hold up, y'all. Sorry. Boom. Boom. All right, we got the chat up. Let's see what the chat is saying. We got the chat up, man. We got the chat up. Shout outs to the chat in the house. I got people from all over the place tuned in right now. I love you guys. One time for the chat, man. One time for the chat. Let's move on. Joe Biden. He has gotten up to the podium over the past couple years, and he has been saying that the Bidenomics is the place you want to be. He has been saying that he is doing a phenomenal job with the economy and that jobs are skyrocketing. They've been being filled at a rapid pace, his words. He was lying to us. He was lying to us all, unfortunately. Let's tune in and see what's actually going on here in Joe Biden's economics.
Job growth across the U.S. slowed last month in a sign the labor market may be cooling this spring. The Labor Department says employers added 175,000 jobs in April. That's the smallest monthly job creation reported since October of last year. Unemployment increased marginally to 3.9%. It has hovered above 3.5% since last summer, but remains under 4%. Jared Bernstein is at the White House. He is the chair of the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors and joins us now. Jared, thanks very much for being with us. So I want to ask you about a recent CBS News poll that shows more voters from Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin believe the economy was better under Donald Trump than it is now. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that people have been through a lot since the pandemic, and you certainly saw President Biden take office and make sure that things really turned around pretty quickly. Obviously, vaccines got out there much more efficiently, and one of the things you saw under this president was the job market really take off. And if you look at where we are in terms of today's job market, and I mean today, based on today's report, it's a lot different than where we were 4 years ago. 15.4 million jobs on this president's watch, an unemployment rate like your graphic just showed, below 4% for 27 months in a row. That is a record. We haven't seen that for 70 years. We see now wages beating prices. That's really important for working families. Wages are outpacing inflation. Now, we have more work to do when it comes to cutting costs, but if you actually ask people what they think about the job market, if you poll them on that, polls very, very high, very solid numbers.
This is a good discussion that I wanted to bring to the people because we don't get to see this much. We don't get to hear about this often. And for a lot of us out there, I know it's been tough this year. I know it's been tough the past couple of years. Y'all are seeing eggs going up. Y'all are seeing cheese, bread, everything going up. And we're here wondering why this stuff is going up. We're here wondering why fast food needs to get their prices changed, their salaries changed. We're wondering why people are not trying to sweep the floors, why so much migrants are coming in. We're wondering why all this is happening. It's because, the United States is looking for people to fill up a lot of these jobs. And honestly, a lot of people are not trying to work right now. A lot of people are trying to find ways to get around working in a 9 to 5, and they're understanding that yes, they need to work this type of job just to survive. But at the end of the day, it's not even helping. It's not helping. Just because some people are getting raises doesn't mean that it's good for the economy as a whole. Because as soon as now the people get raises, the money and the value of the dollar is going to start getting lesser and lesser, and everything is going to start going up. Fast food restaurants are getting their cashiers are now getting $20 an hour. How do you guys expect that to roll over? It's not going to go well. Obviously, the prices of food is going to go up. The prices of the burgers is going to go up. The dollar menu is obviously not the dollar menu anymore. It hasn't been a dollar menu since 2013. That's been gone. But this is Bidenomics, y'all. This is Bidenomics.
Why do you think the president isn't getting more credit when you ask voters in these kinds of polls about how he's doing on the economy?
I think there are a couple of reasons for that. I mean, one of them is that if you actually ask people about this president's agenda in a more granular way, which is actually kind of useful because it doesn't invoke some of the partisanship that I think these polls get, is you get numbers that are 80% or north therein. The president just was out this week talking about replacing lead pipes. As you would imagine, that polls way over 80%. Ask people about his manufacturing agenda, standing up domestic industries here, semiconductors. If you actually ask folks about the specifics of the Inflation Reduction Act, the Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS Act in particular, semiconductor plants going up across the country, these things poll north of 80%. And then secondly, look, prices are too high. The president says that every time he talks about it. And that's why he is working aggressively to cut costs on prescription drugs, to cut costs for health care, proposals to lower the cost of housing, to build 2 million homes, and to cut the cost of child care. Now, if you look at the ideas from the other...
Because there's no way of him stopping. There's no way of him stopping people from getting the economy raising the prices of food and vegetables. There's no way of him doing that. It is too far gone. It's too far gone. Yeah, the dollar menu is gone, sort of the spirit, man. They been took that away from us, man. I know a lot of people is pissed about that.
Other side of the aisle, they want to reverse every one of those policies and make it easier for folks to evade, for the wealthiest people and their corporations to evade paying taxes. So that's a higher cost agenda. We're trying to push a lower cost agenda.
Well, inflation does remain a big concern for many Americans. So what is the president doing to alleviate that? When might Americans see some relief from high prices?
Well, of course, inflation is down 60% from its peak. And we have to continue our work to move it down even further. I think groceries are an area that are particularly sensitive. And grocery inflation has been zero for the past 2 months. So we've made progress there. I think where you see...
Man, why do I feel like they lying? They lying. Every time I go to the gas station, the prices ain't going lower. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm like, dang, since when was it like $7 for some Ben & Jerry's ice cream? No lie. I know they bringing the numbers here on the screen and saying, yeah, we stagnant. We haven't, inflation hasn't gone up in the last couple months. But every time I go to the gas station, I'm telling you, every time I go in there, the gas is going up every day, cent by cent. And I'm like, dang, I remember when it was $25 to fill a tank. Now it's 40. Now it's 40. So if inflation is so good, please explain to us why then. Why are we seeing these high price changes? Shake my head.
Directly trying to lower costs and having some success. Prescription drugs, the cost of insulin, the cost of health care coverage. In every case, this president has implemented plans that have lowered those costs. By the way, in every case, Republicans want to reverse that progress. So that's very problematic. If you take away the Inflation Reduction Act, which lowered the cost of prescription drugs, that cost is going to go up. Now, he also has very robust proposals, one to build 2 million affordable homes, and of course we need to work with Congress to make that happen. So we're aggressively trying to build on the progress of lower inflation and even lower costs.
But in terms of a time frame, Jared, if people try to look ahead and plan for their futures and budget for things like groceries and those tangible sort of everyday goods, what should they be looking at if there is any kind of potential time frame in mind? If the president is reelected, how long would it take for prices to come down?
Well, again, I think one of the things we can look at is numbers like those in the jobs report today. I mean, one of the things we saw in this job report is that if you look at the share of women working in the workforce, the employment rate, that's the highest it's ever been, with data back to 1948. That is an historical record. We've talked about the record on the low unemployment.
That's good. That's good. Shout outs to Biden for doing that, man. Got women taking over the jobs. They doing the tough jobs now. They doing the nursing. Ain't nobody want to be a nurse anymore. Ain't nobody want to be a nurse anymore, but they doing the tough job as a nurse. That's a fact, though. That's a fact. But honestly, seriously, y'all, they are lying. They are lying. They're trying to say, oh, we're going to lower cost of health care. I don't go to the doctors every week. I'm going to the grocery store every week, though. I'm not going to the doctors every week. I'm going to the gas stations every week. By the time insurance done covers everything from my doctor's appointment, if I'm working at a job. So I'm kind of confused what y'all trying to lower this for. We want to see lower groceries. We want to see lower gas prices. We want to see higher paying jobs. We want to see more jobs available for people. We do want to see that, but at the same time, I gotta tell it like it is. We also gotta be equipped to do these jobs. We also gotta be hustlers ourselves. We also gotta get to the grind. It's not gonna just fall in our laps. So, you know, it's a sticky situation here. It's a sticky situation. If these polls are true. Then it's a good thing. But at the end of the day, man, if you ask a random person on the street, 10 random people on the street, They gonna tell you like it is, man. They ain't feeling what they are saying right here, man. It's the complete opposite.
I think we also need to reference the fact that wages have been outpacing prices, real wage gains, for about 13 months in a row on a year-over-year basis. So paychecks are going further. And then I think to get right to the heart of your question, I think you have to ask who is fighting for whom. I mean, this is a president who is consistently fighting to cut taxes on the middle class and to ensure that the wealthy and the corporations pay their fair share, aggressively going after junk fees, whether it's credit card fees, airline fees, in entertainment. He's having, making real progress in cutting those junk fees. And of course, again, on prescription drugs, on health care, on the cost of insulin, these are measures that are in effect actively lowering costs that the other side wants to reverse.
You know, one way to stop all these people from taking y'all from having fees and doing all this from your credit cards? Stop using your credit card. Stop using it. That's what they're not even telling you. They're not teaching you guys how to be successful, how to be okay, how to be debt free. A lot of these issues would not be a problem if people were debt free, but because everything is a capitalistic mindset and mentality in the United States, people want stuff now. They're going to pay for it now, whether they got to borrow money and pay an egregious amount of interest, or they're going to take it the slow way and pay for it cash and not have to deal with the interest rates. That's the best thing to do, is to not use the credit cards, not fold and go get a big old loan that you can't afford because you're not working enough or you don't make enough money and they still allowed you to get the loan. It's a trap that they put you in. It's a trap. It's a trap, and that's unfortunate. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. I can see that they are saying this, and I don't know how much of it is true, but they're saying that the job growth is slowing. It is slowing down. People are not trying to work, and honestly, I understand. Nobody likes slaving away. Nobody likes doing that. So at least make it affordable for the people that are asking for it. You don't have a credit card anymore? I don't blame you. Sort of the spirit. It's a fact. I don't blame you, because it's a death trap. It's a setup. That is how the housing crisis happened. They gave a whole lot of loans to people who couldn't afford it. See, and I was young. During that time. I was very young at that time. And it is even worse right now. They are giving people loans with 8, 9, 10% interest on homes. And people are like, you know what? I just got to get in. I got to get a house. I got to get this loan. And they don't realize, like, this is a trap. It's a trap. That's unfortunate, though, man. That's unfortunate. Shoot. Let me know how you guys feel about that. We're going to get into the next topic. And this is the topic. That I wanted to get into for real tonight. This is the topic. We got to address this. We got to address it, man. The devil is working. He's trying to get your kids. He's trying to get your family. He's trying to get your brother, your sister, your dad, your uncle, and your uncle. Your dad, your auntie, and your uncle. But he ain't getting ours. In the name of Jesus. Let's watch this video, man. Satanic clubs are being held at after school cares. You can't make this stuff up.
Antelope Valley residents protest against a self-proclaimed Satanic temple holding an after-school book club event targeting children. Thanks again for joining us here on ABC 7 Hulu and wherever you stream. I'm Ellen Leyva.
And I'm David Ono. The event is happening at the Lancaster Library.
Members of the temple claim they don't worship Satan, but residents, particularly those of Christian faith, aren't having it. Eyewitness News reporter Leo Starworth has more.
Rebuke Satan in the name of Jesus Christ!
Christians protesting against a group calling itself the Satanic Temple holding an after-school book club event at the Lancaster Library yesterday.
The Satanic Temple, we are about personal liberty and free rational inquiry. We're not about worshiping the devil or anything like that.
We don't need...
Y'all see how they working out there now? Y'all see how they making up? They just putting the devil out there. They putting it in a Christmas present. They making it look real nice. They making it look real. Wow. I'm speechless at this moment. I can't even lie. I'm speechless. They got the nerve to get on live TV and say, you know what, Satan is not about the devil. We're just here to be liberal. We're just here to live free, express our feelings. They got a nerve. They got a nerve. This is pure evil. This is pure evil. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they feel about it. I don't want my kid. I don't want your kid. I don't want to see no satanic clubs near my schools. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that.
Need the enemy here. In Jesus' mighty name, we representing Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior.
We're here to take part in the after-school Satan Club.
The Satanic Temple putting out flyers encouraging families and their children to show up for a back-to-school night family community celebration.
Pick the gospel song for me, Sword of the Spirit. Pick the gospel song because you right. This one is crazy right here.
This is a club that we host at several schools throughout the United States. We're just having fun with the kids. They're doing arts and crafts and all kinds of fun stuff.
The Satanic Temple hoping more families would have shown up for the event.
We've had a lot of protesters, so that may be detracting people.
It's important for men and women, children of all faiths, to come out here and stand up and speak the truth.
Shout out to the good people. Y'all think y'all about to just come up in these schools and allow y'all kids to be mind controlled and manipulated by these satanic people? Y'all are crazy, man. It ain't happening. That ain't happening. Shout out to the people standing up on business. Shout out to the people, man. I know I'm not perfect, but shoot, we ain't doing this nonsense. There's too much evil going out on these streets for y'all to be coming up here boldly doing this nonsense like that. Get this stuff out my school. Get this stuff out my school. We ain't having it. Y'all trying to get our kids in every single way y'all can. We ain't having it though. We ain't having it. You will not win this one. There's too many of us. There's too many soldiers. We ain't gonna just let y'all do what y'all want to do with our kids. We ain't just gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do with the schools. Y'all ain't gonna just infiltrate and manipulate. They need to bring the Bibles back in school, man. This is wild. This is wild. Maybe that would help a little bit, man. Maybe that might help just a little bit. Crazy. Crazy.
The Satanic Temple making it clear that the group is exercising its legal right to assemble and hold such an event. Christians arguing they only turned out to ensure children understand the difference between Satan and Christ.
They are representing Satan, satanic things that is trying to teach children, an after-school satanic club that they're trying to recruit
Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk. Somebody got to do that. Somebody got to do that. And I'm going to do mine like this. We don't want that here. You go take that Satanist stuff somewhere else. We don't want it in our schools. We don't want it in our schools. I'd be out there protesting the same way. This is unacceptable behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Unacceptable. You ain't gonna win this one, Satan. Let me know how you guys feel about that one down in the comments, man. These people are crazy out here. These people are crazy. They're coming for your kids. They're coming for your friends. They're coming for everybody. And it's very important for us to be 10 toes down on what we believe in. This might not be for everybody. And I get it. You probably wasn't raised like me. You probably wasn't raised like the tribe, like the people I talk to and I surround myself with. But we don't stand for this. We don't stand for it. Evil only leads to death. It only leads to destruction. And it only leads to hell. And that's not what we're trying to be a part of. Respectfully. And if we want to get disrespectful, we can get disrespectful too. That's how we feel, man. That's how we feel. That's how we feel about that. We don't want to see that. We going to keep bringing this up. We're going to have to keep talking about this because the work is not finished. It's never going to be finished. We got stuff like this happening on the streets. Of course. It's not a real religion. Do we fight fire with fire? We're going to have to fight fire with the sword, with the Bible, and with some water. Some very, very cold water. We're going to get it. We're going to wash this away. Man. We ain't doing this, man. Shout out to y'all, though, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, for real. We got a few more videos to get into, man. We ain't going to be here much longer. So I do have to thank you guys. I know I'm not consistent enough with it, with the live streams. I want to make sure that, this thing is on a scheduled program. So y'all can tune in whenever y'all see it fit. You know what I'm saying? But, man, when I see this stuff, I just got to get on here and I just got to get it off my chest, man. I just got to get it off my chest because there's so much evil out here, bro. There's so much evil, man. But let's get into the next video. This one is a very interesting one, too. I don't know if you guys follow Piers Morgan at all, but he had a discussion on his channel lately. And this one is different. Apparently, the LGBTQ community has changed their flag, and you know what? Let's just check it out.
I tried to read out all the initials that go with Pride these days. I can't keep up with it. More and more people seem to get added to it. But it's a weird picture of this Pride flag. Let's take a look. It looks like the old test card on television,
showing your age.
when everything froze. James, what am I looking at? It's a psychedelic vomit mess, isn't it? What is it?
Really?
It's ugly.
I love that it's got an umbrella, like representation for the rain in this country. Honestly, I don't really get it. Like, I don't understand why we need to keep changing it. But what I do understand
why do they keep changing it?
But it's fine. That's the point with the flag. Like, we can change it. We're not stuck in our ways like straight people. We're not going to get upset by the England flag being redesigned. Well, it can if it wants to. It's changed a lot over the years, and people continue to Say again, Blair?
There shouldn't even be. There shouldn't even be a
change
flag.
it, but should we?
Well,
Sometimes
but why
things
not?
are
I mean, we didn't invent
There
the
shouldn't be
rainbow.
a
God
flag.
invented the
If
rainbow.
you're-
We use that as a
There should
symbol
be a flag.
to let we
There
use
should
that
not
as a
be a
symbol to
flag.
let people know that.
Well,
they respect.
actually, you raise a good point.
No lie, these people are the only people that I know that are not from a specific country, continent, that have a flag. They're the only people. They're the only people. Yeah, shout outs to Officer Tatum for real. But they're the only people that I know that is not from a legit country or continent that have a flag or island. Unless it's just me. Unless I'm just not aware and maybe I'm just not seeing this stuff out there on the streets, but for sure I'm seeing this one.
We don't need to do that. I think, like, if you're an American, you're all encompassed under the American flag. We're all Americans, whether you're gay, straight, blind, you can see, crippled. It doesn't matter. We're all Americans, and we should be accepting of one another. We don't have to like one another. We don't have to like what each other does, but we should be accepting, and that's the way that normal people believe. It's the
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I like this guy right here, man. I like Officer Tatum. Shout outs to him, man. Shout outs to him, man. Shout outs to Officer Tatum one time, man.
trans and the LGBTQ AARP.
So wait, are you saying that
hateful
when
and
you go
divisive.
past like a Ford factory and they've got like a big Ford flag outside or a Chrysler flag, or are you not allowed those flags because those flags don't represent?
So
the
you're
country?
saying, you're saying that.
Well, you're saying that I can't have a pride flag because
you actually
the
cleared it up.
American
You
flag
guys
does the
are
job. So
the
does that mean all
LGBTQ
flags
is
are
a
banned?
business. No. What you're saying is that the LGBTQ is a business. Is that
No,
what
I'm
you're
not.
saying?
I'm
You
using
guys are
a
representing
crazy
an
analogy to
agenda.
try and understand what you're
No,
saying about
you
how
don't need a
my
flag.
identity
You
as
don't
a gay man is not allowed because I'm also
Because
British.
it never ends, brother. It never ends.
But why
You
does
guys
it matter
gonna
to you?
have
It's only you
400,000
that care. Look,
colors
I know you
and
guys are all
twists and
really
turns.
jealous that you don't have a flag, and so I know you're triggered.
I'm American flag.
I know that you're triggered by. I finally designed you a flag with your face on it that you can proudly wave.
Look at this. Look at this nonsense, bro.
You can't even describe what the flag means.
I actually, what I want a straight flag.
That's
To
what
wave
you want one
proudly
as
in
well.
the street.
I've got a straight flag.
Flag.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
Do you feel like you're
Yo.
part of it now? Do you feel happy?
Here's what I feel is the reason they keep changing the pride flag is the definition of what it is to be LGBT has now been increased to so many ludicrous numbers of digits, numbers, and letters. Nobody knows what it means. It has lost all meaning.
Nobody does it.
It used to be just lesbian
Nobody
and gay.
does.
We get it. Okay, well, I'm happy. Be proud. I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of any.
It's a fact, though. The whole community has been watered down. It's been changed so much. So much has been added to it. Man, they even starting to add pedophiles to it, man. They even starting to add pedophiles. People are saying I identify as a minor attractive person now. We can just identify as anything we want, and you just got to accept it. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. And it's no hate to them. This is no hate. But I'm team straight.
Anyone who wants to come out as gay. But here's the thing. We are about to enter Pride Month again.
Yeah, I can't wait.
A whole month of shouting about being gay. Why?
No, it's about shouting about being LGBTQIA+.
Nobody tells you you're gay every day of the year.
Every day.
Every day. Why do you need a whole special month? Where's my month?
You don't need a straight month.
Why? I want a straight month.
You know why?
I'm now the most marginalised member of community.
You know why? Because the rest of the year is always straight. Every day is straight. We live in a society that is straight.
Are you serious?
It's a straight jacket around us.
That's how you were born. Anybody spoke up.
That's how you were born.
Middle-aged, straight white guys
Do
like
we
me.
need you? Because you're the patriarchy bears.
We are. No, we're not. We are actually the minority now. We're the
Yeah.
minority.
Right. Well, I'm finally.
Let me move on.
No, that's exactly what it feels like. It's starting to feel like straight being straight is the wrong thing to do. That's how much they influencing people out there on these streets. They starting to make it seem like being straight is a problem. And you should explore. You should identify as whoever you feel like. You should be emotionally coddled. You should be cared. You should be accepted. I couldn't say it any better. I couldn't say it any better. It don't matter how much times you change the flag, how much alphabets you put into it. The same thing is the same thing. We ain't doing that over here. We is not doing that over here. Respectfully. Let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments, though, man. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts, man. Yeah. They said, yeah, we're not pedophiles anymore. We're maps. Yeah, right. We're not doing that either. This is crazy. Man. This is crazy. Wow. People are nuts. I don't care how much time they change their flag. I don't care either. I'll be honest with you. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. We got one more video. It's been a dope stream. Thank you guys so much, man. Real talk. Y'all make this show a better show, man. Shout out to Scrim. Shout out to Sword of the Spirit. Shout outs to D. Shout outs to everyone that came in, man, and said what up, man. Shout outs to y'all for real. Man, one time for y'all. Y'all make this stream a better stream. I wouldn't be much without y'all. I love connecting with y'all in the chat, man, because y'all just keep it entertaining. And although we might not always see eye to eye, although we might not always agree, although all my streams might not always be the best streams, I might lag a little bit. I might be low volume sometimes. I hear all the stuff. I hear all the criticizing and all the feedback, and I take that and I try to make it the best thing. I try to update stuff. I try to Yo, Dgotsauce, the devil is about chaos, and that is where all this madness is coming from. That is a fact, though. Sword. But I try to update the stream. I try to make sure that I'm bringing y'all some good content. I'm trying to make sure that I'm finding stuff that is interesting, and we ain't just having a boring show. But at the same time, I'm just trying to grow, man. I'm trying to be the best. I'm trying to update stuff, get a better mic eventually, get a better camera, a better setup, everything, And eventually that'll all happen as you guys will see me continue to do this. So I just gotta show my appreciation for y'all that, have been there from the beginning, have just joined in recently, have just, saw me on a random day, and y'all hit that subscribe button, and then y'all are now here tuning into me, man. I just gotta show my appreciation to y'all, and thank you guys again for tuning in, man. Thank you. We definitely going to have a 1K celebration. I got something in mind, right? But we'll see. We'll see what we do. Give me an idea of what you want me to do, and we can see if we can make that happen. Give me some ideas, Scrim. Give me some ideas, Spirit, and let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think we should do for the 1K celebration, man. We got one more video. And we had to go out with a bang. Man. And I feel like every time I hear somebody say, Biden is just so phenomenal. He's doing everything we ask for. He couldn't do such a better job. He is the best thing, everything. He's the best thing we need for this country. This is the song that goes to my mind when I hear these Biden fans. Man, I mean, these people love him so much. They love him. I swear they'll die for him. It don't matter how much time he mumbles. It don't matter how much time he fall asleep. Nor does it matter how much times he falls. They are with him to the end. I got to give it to y'all, man. I got to give it to y'all. But we going to watch this one, and we going to laugh at him real quick, all right? Let's tune into the video.
He touched down not even 4 hours ago.
That was a quick trip, but as you said, very impactful.
Yo, this man fell 3 times going up a plane. 3 times. 3 times going up a plane. This is elder abuse. Oh my God. Come on, man. Come on, Biden. Come on. 4 more years. Pause. Come on, man. We don't want to see you falling, man. If you gotta retire, man, just retire, man. This is crazy.
He has allocated to invest in police departments and training of police officers. It appears as though the president did have a slight trip there as he's boarding Air Force One.
Oh no! Oh shoot!
Oh my God!
Oh nah! Let's repeat that. I ain't never seen this one. Hold up. Oh shoot!
No matter what they're called. 2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on them. It's black. Anyway.
Whoa! Yo, what? These last 2 scenes was crazy just now. Hold up, Sleepy Joe. What you talking about, man?
It's black. Anyway.
It's black? What? Let's watch that again, man. Let's watch that again.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on them. It's black. Anyway.
I don't know how to take that one. I don't know how to take that one. We gonna let it rock for now. We gonna just let it rock. We just, oh yes, sort of the spirit. If you got a problem for voting for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I'm confused. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. Yo. Shout outs to the president, man. Shout outs to the president. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Yo, Kamala Harris needs to have a conversation with Biden. Like, yo, Biden. Listen here, okay? When you're walking up these steps, take your time. Take your time, Biden. We got too many stuff happening out here on these streets where you being recorded and you're falling. I know you don't want to do any press conferences because you're falling asleep. Okay, we understand that. You're mumbling a lot. We get that. But please, Biden, please, at least beware of the steps. That's all we ask for you.
Joe Biden wants to run again when he can barely walk. Sad, really. Anyway, that's it for now. Follow me on Twitter at Don't Walk Run.
Hey.
Make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. And as always, thanks for tuning in.
Man, shout outs to the president, man. Shout outs to Joe Biden, man. Shout outs to our president, man. Get one hand clap. One hand clap. They don't want to talk bad about this guy ever. They'll talk bad about Trump all day long, though. They'll talk bad about him all day long. But we are looking at a guy who cannot even say a sentence without reading off a teleprompter, and he can't even walk up some normal steps. Shout outs to Biden, man. Shout outs to Biden. That's our president. That's our president, man. Kudos. We gonna see what happens this November, man. We gonna see. Let me know y'all thoughts about that down in the comments below. That video was pretty hilarious. That was pretty hilarious. I can't lie. Shout outs to that guy who created that video. Shout outs to the chat, man. Shout outs to everybody. Scrim. Shout out to Spirit. What else is everybody saying in the chat? They saying, hold up. They saying Kamala Harris couldn't have a conversation with a mouse. Remember Hillary on Charlamagne's radio show with the hot sauce comment? Oh, no. Yeah, Charlamagne is still a Democrat. Oh, man. Yeah. That's unfortunate. You know? Slowly, we've been shifting sides. You know, I'm definitely more conservative. I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, I'll be honest with you, and I'm not the biggest fan of Biden. But we will see come November 5th, which is my birthday. Shout outs to that. We will see who's going to be the president. I like Trump. Although I said I'm not the biggest fan, I do like Trump too. I think he's just has more in him to give as a president and as a human being at the time we are speaking of this video. So we'll see. It's funny and sad at the same time. Scrim says it was. Oh man, it's been fun. Dgotsauce. It's like hanging out in the basement with friends. Oh man, I'm glad we could be like this, man. Shout outs to y'all, man. This was a dope stream. Shout outs to y'all. And I'll leave y'all with this message, man. Just have a great rest of your night. Have a wonderful week. If I don't come on here and see you, most likely I will be here tomorrow. It's going to be a slightly busy week for me, though, so I don't know if I'll be on here much this week. But stay in tune with the videos. I'll be posting every day regardless still on the channel. It might not be live, but it'll be posted. Y'all will see the highlights. So I love you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next time, man, make sure you guys leave a like on your way